get showcased.
Okay, welcome everyone to the Showcase Pod. I'm your host, Dan Bedandi, and Chris Blackheart and Don Vega, they're either running on Puerto Rican time or they're pulling an MIA. So they were supposed to be here in the studio. I sent the link to Chris there, so I'm waiting for him to connect. So, you guys, it's 15 minutes late to the show, so I figured I'd jump on here and give some plugs and everything else for the Showcase Pro Wrestling. So, like always, we like to welcome everybody to the show, and we got a lot of plugs to talk about tonight. A lot of shows coming up, and a lot of shows just passed. So, we got a lot of awesome shows coming up for you for Showcase Pro Wrestling. So, we're waiting for the boss, Chris Blackheart, to join us, and I think he's running on Puerto Rican time or having a little too much herbal tea himself. So, so guys, the show's already started, so here we go. So, welcome to Showcase Pod, and let me get my videos up and all that good stuff. And usually Don does all the intros and all that stuff. So, anyway, so check out Showcase Pro Wrestling, guys, showcaseprowrestling.com. And if you're looking for fundraisers, training, or birthday parties, and, it's a cool thing, Showcase Pro Wrestling, and I wish to God I had this access when I was a kid, growing up as even a teen, as a pro wrestling fan and all that. I would have loved to have my birthday in a real wrestling ring, have my friends and family there, get to jump in the ring and do all that stuff and come out of the curtain and all that. So, awesome place to do that. Great facilities to do that. So, birthday parties, if you want to book it, go to showcaseprowrestling.com, click on birthday parties, and you can literally book the ring and the whole school. It's a little arena, Showcase Pro Wrestling Arena, and they even got training there too if you want to get involved with professional wrestling. And guys, I'm telling you, it's one of the best things I ever did in my life. It was not even out of high school. I was like a few months away from graduation, and I met, right after the Rhode Island State Championship as a collegiate wrestler, I met a pro wrestler. I think it was that day they were advertising for a show coming up, Yankee Pro Wrestling, and I'm like, oh, I want to do that, and I always wanted to do that. So I literally started training that following week, and haven't looked back ever since. That was back in 1994, and here we are going on 31 years. Next month, 31 years I'll be in the business, and it's been a great ride. But if you're interested in becoming a pro wrestler, guys, you got Kenny Dykstra, Ken Doan there. He's one of the head trainers there. Don Vega. You got a lot of great trainers there at Showcase Pro Wrestling. It's literally an academy. I mean, they got 2 rings in the arena. You get to work on everything. The ring entrances, they help you with everything else too. So what's going on, Aiden Carroll, who's in the chat room there, what's going on? So Aiden, waiting for the boss, Chris Blackheart. Don Vega, these guys didn't show up. So, again, they're running on Puerto Rican time, I think, whatever time is in Puerto Rico, but it is show time here. So, so guys, best thing you ever do in your life, literally, if you want to become a pro wrestler, a manager, or something involved in the professional wrestling industry, showcaseprowrestling.com, and I'm telling you, you can't go wrong, man. And we got some shows coming up, some big shows here. Saturday night coming up this week, Saturday night, in Showcase Pro Wrestling, and it's at the Showcase Pro Wrestling Arena. That is in Woonsocket and 126 Main Street, and there's parking there, so there's big parking lots. You could, park in, and your cars will be good. So yeah, come, I'll be in action. You got 17 Jump Street will be in action against the new tag team champions, Candido and Danny Cabral. So that's going to be a great matchup. And also Don Vega, who's pursuing the Sons of Liberty Championship, who literally got robbed by his former partner. Man, it's crazy, man. And we all thought that Don Vega would have been here with that Sons of Liberty Championship from, the gauntlet there, whatever the case. And he actually won the gauntlet. And I thought I was going to win. My goal is to win that and come here to show off the Showcase Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. But I got to give credit right now, I'm telling you on record, Rambo Godfrey, man, he survived. I mean, he had to do a 3-way match for the Sons of Liberty Champion, then another 3-way match to defend his heavyweight title. And, he went through a lot. And I have to say right now, in much as it kills a lot of people to hear that, but Rambo, literally the greatest Showcase Pro Wrestling champion, because he's regardless of his attitude, regardless of how he performs and all that, his cockiness. But when it comes to wrestling, man, I'm still undefeated. Up there, 136-0 or some crazy thing like that. And yeah, I'm pursuing heavyweight title, and hopefully one day I get my chance to get a title shot. But we all got to make our way because the Showcase Pro Wrestling is full of so much talent. There's a lot of competition in Showcase Pro Wrestling, and so I could go on all night with that stuff. But come this Saturday night, guys, it's only $10 to get in. I mean, really look at it. What other family night? It's great. Saturday night. The weather's still iffy, you know what I mean? Come on down to Showcase Pro Wrestling, guys. We've been packing house for the last several shows in the Woonsocket show, yeah. We call it our home show, and so $10 a piece, you can't go wrong. It's a great family night out, fun and everything else for the family, and especially the kids and all that. So, again, we're waiting for, hopefully Chris Blackheart joins us on the screen over here. So, Chris, if you're listening, man, get on, or Don, whatever, send you guys the link. So, Showcase Pro Wrestling this Saturday night at the Showcase Pro Wrestling Arena. All details are also, and if you want to get tickets ahead of time, which I would suggest you do because they've been selling out. And, of course, they sell at the door, but we've been selling out the last several shows. So, that's coming up this Saturday night, the Saturday night's main event, and it's going to be great. And I'll be in competition as well. So, I'll see you guys there, hopefully. And then you got April 11th, at Showcase Pro Wrestling goes back to Taunton, Massachusetts. It's 82 England Street. It's at the Taunton VFW Hall. So big match coming up there, for the SPW Sons of Liberty Championship. And you got the consistent ones, AZ. He's going to be facing Chris Spratt. Alex Rated versus Don Vega for the SPW Sons of Liberty Championship. So it's going to be great. And good match with that because that goes back to the biggest show of it all, the gauntlet we just had. Marchiversary 18, and a lot of people didn't expect Alex Rated to come out. He hasn't been in action for about a year, man. I was the last guy who wrestled him. It was in Taunton, and after that he sustained an injury, and he was out for a while. So he comes back in, and the championship committee, since he was a former tag team champion, so the championship committee decided it was fair because he never got to defend his titles, So they put him in that match with Don Vega and Rambo. And, Alex Rader came in, got busted up, and, he ended up winning the Showcase Pro Wrestling SPW, Sons of Liberty Championship, and which Don Vega is in heavily pursuit for that. So, and I know Don, man, I mean him go back 30 years, literally. And when he's in pursuit of something, he might not get it right away, but he will. And rest assured, Don Vega will have that Sons of Liberty championship there. So, he's gunning for that, and again, when he guns for something, guys, he gets it, and that's why he is a champion. He's also the champion in Powerhouse Wrestling, and he's a heavyweight champion there, and he had a great match last week there, and I don't know the details of what happened there, so I was waiting for these guys to come on to give you the rundown of what happened at the show. So I'm sure Don Vega still retained the championship, the Powerhouse heavyweight champion. And again, he's not a champion for no reason, guys. He's gunning for that title. So again, Showcase Saturday night coming up this week, and next week after that, back at the VFW in Taunton, Massachusetts. So that's gonna be a showdown, and I should be there as well. So it's gonna be a good show. So don't forget Royal Crown Wrestling May 30th. It's coming up next month, of course. Cold Case. You got big matches here, and Don Vega has more of the rundown, but. You got Victor Benjamin, known for being a gentleman, remembered for being a savage boxer. He's an MMA fighter and professional wrestler. Victor Benjamin makes his RCW debut at Friday, May 30th of 2025 at the Vanguard in Portsmouth, New Hampshire for Royal Crown Wrestling. Cold Case, that's the name of the show. And you can buy tickets now. So if you go to RoyalCrownWrestling.com, you'll find tickets for that event. And so that's going to be an awesome one. So we also want to do a special thing for Joel Davis here. So Joel Davis, he's got 4 huge shows coming up and other shows coming up, comedy benefits. So he's going to be all over the place. And there's Joel Davis, another guy who me and him go back 30 years, and me and him were tag team champions for UCW Ultimate Championship Wrestling, and we had a great run. We also battled each other, New England. I'm sorry, NWA New England, and we went back and forth with the junior heavyweight title. But Joel Davis has always been a close friend of mine in the business. We've been, bros for 30 years. So just like with Don Vega and all that. So it's a small world in professional wrestling in New England. I mean, everybody knows somebody in that locker room of whatever organization it is. So this is Joel Davis here.
It's the Real Deal Joel Davis Terror Club. It's going to be on Saturday night, April the 12th in Woonsocket, Rhode Island. The host will be Joanna Raposa. Polish Power Paul will be also on this lineup for stand-up comedians. Michael Lapinio will be there. Carolyn Colmia is your feature comedian. Your headliner, that's right, your headliner is the Real Deal Joel Davis. I haven't been in Rhode Island since last November. I've done it by design. I waited for Keeping It Real comedy. Tickets are on sale right now. They're $20, $30 at the door that night. Get ready. Woonsocket, Rhode Island on Saturday night, April 12th. Joel Davis is coming back, and it's going to get real and raw.
And it's always real and raw with Joel Davis. I tell you that. I've known the guy for 30 years, and when he says it's going to be real and raw, he means it. One of the most controversial wrestlers, too. He's awesome. I love the guy. So this is the Tyree Club. He's got 4 shows coming up, and tickets you get on sale there. 119 West Street in Woonsocket, Rhode Island, and that's April 12th. Coming up this month, it's right around the corner. And the cool thing is with these guys, it's a dinner, like a dinner and a comedy show. So if you want to bring a date or a family member, whatever the case, you bring them out somebody for a birthday, somebody who likes comedy, and also for a date too. If you want a nice date night, this is great. You pay $20 and there's dinner involved and everything else. And they got drinks there you can buy and all that, and you get to watch a great comedy show. So, and we got next one is April 24th, and that is Keeping It Real. At Moscow's Bar and Grill. And where is that? I can't see the writing there. So I assume that's Woonsocket. But I can't see the writing on the poster there. So anyway, you got coming up the Sweet House Keeping It Real comedy tour continues at 44 Peck Street in Attleboro, Massachusetts. So that's coming up, dinner and a show right here. So dinner and show Friday, April 15th. That's going to be awesome. So check that out, guys. And you get to have a dinner and watch a comedy show. So it's going to be great. Then his other show, May 23rd, that's part of the Keeping It Real comedy tour. And remember, this is a fundraiser, guys. So doors open at 6, dinner is at 7, show starts at 8. So you get a nice dinner, all for that price, $55 a ticket. And again, you can't go wrong. I mean, you go out there, you got to spend $100 anyway in a restaurant. So spend $100, you and your date, go out to the show, you have a nice dinner, and get to watch 3 comedians go at it. It's going to be great. So that's going to be awesome. It's the Sweet House presents Joel Davis, pro wrestler, 21. He's the 2-time on Jerry Springer. It's hard to read these posters. I apologize, but it's 44 Peck Street in Attleboro, Massachusetts. It's called the Sweet House. That's the name of the club. So that's the Real Deal Joel Davis. And Real Deal, I don't know, where's the boss Chris Blackheart. He's MIA. Him and Don Vega. I think they're at a football game or something in New York. So, yeah, good stuff, man. So we got lots of shows coming up and little chat room action here. So streaming on the channel is too, but it's like real. So hang on one second, guys. I think they're streaming as well, so that'd be weird. Because sometimes they are. My bad. All right, so all right, guys, I'm gonna put the link in the chat room. So
giving up his time.
They're both live, so they didn't tell me that, but whatever the case. So here you go, guys. Go to the link here, and they're both streaming. So there's my plugs, and we'll see you guys soon. And yeah, they are streaming live now. It's crazy. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Showcase Pro Wrestling.